Hello, loves. Hello. Welcome. 8 a.m. Nice and bright and early, day 5. If you've joined each day, welcome back. If you're new and are seeing this for the first time, then welcome to you too. Just a couple of things I wanted to talk about before we get tapping today. And actually, excuse me, you can be tapping as I'm talking, because this is also really, really helpful. It sort of helps you get into that present moment and aligned where you are right now. Oh, and I just want to give a little shout out. There's a lovely lady that I got a message from yesterday thanking me for doing this and saying how much it's helping for her anxiety. I can't remember the full name of your profile, but I think it's something boss lady. Welcome. I'm really, really glad that it's helping you. And if anybody else would like to pop a comment or anything, I can't see them as we're going through the session, but I can have a look later on. And it's really great to have any feedback if people are having good experiences with this and knowing how it helps you. And because also as we're doing this together, all coming together at the same time, when we do tapping like this, which is only one of the emotional freedom techniques that we do, there's power in numbers in anything like that, where we come together and we're sort of clearing the energy for our own day, but also for the collective, which is really powerful. And the thing that I wanted to talk about today before we go into our day is about anxiety, because obviously a lot of people, and I'm definitely noticing in my sphere, let's say at the moment, that people are having a lot of stuff coming up for them, and things come up for us to be able to see. I always say about it being like the toddler who's going to tug at your leg, whether it's something that's from past, which it usually is, a fear, an anxiety, a thought, which is from the past that makes us feel unsettled in our present, or a fear of something that's going to happen in the future, and which becomes that feeling of anxiety. I am not anxiety. It's not. I notice a lot of people say my anxiety. That's not who you are. That's just something that you're experiencing or feeling in that moment. So what this tapping does is get acknowledge where we are right now in our present moment. Past is doubt or depression. So anything where we're ruminating on past or having constant thoughts about takes us into that feeling of depression, which is we need that sometimes, because we need to rest. Our body's telling us that we need to rest from something that we've experienced in our past, that in our present is affecting us, and we need to take note of that. Take note of the toddler that's tugging on your leg. Are you ready to feel this yet? Are you ready to pay attention? And for those of you just joined, we're tapping as I'm talking. So the toddler tugging your leg. And anxiety, that feeling of anxiety that we have, is because usually of something that's happened in the past that we're fearful of happening again, but we don't know that. And so that brings up those feelings of anxiety that are actually based in the future, and we don't know what's going to happen. So this tapping practice brings us back to our present, lets our brain know, the amygdala in your brain know that we are safe in this present moment, that all we can do is allow ourselves to be right now, acknowledge what we're feeling right now. And it's what we're feeling those emotions that move through us. They're there, they're coming up to be looked at and addressed and acknowledged and loved through, you know. When we say you do you, you know, or I'm just going to do me, or whatever it is, that it's coming back to your heart. You keep tapping as I'm talking. Come back to your heart. Breathe into your heart space. And tapping is just one of the practices that we can do to bring ourselves back into alignment and work with our own body and our own emotions, energy in motion. It's moving through us. So that's why we do this practice, and it's so helpful because it helps the amygdala in the brain come back and like sort of file those old patterns, thoughts, experiences away, so that we can move forward into our day, into what, you know, and into what we're doing, and function and do what we need to do in an aligned way from our heart. So I hope that's helpful. I just wanted to give a little bit of thoughts and updates about that, because a lot of people are experiencing things coming up, but there is opportunity in things coming up for you so that you can see it, acknowledge it, feel it, and release it. Okay, so we're going to go into the session now. So we keep tapping on the outside of the hand for now, and I will guide you through the first part. Even though I feel anxious and stressed, we'll stick with that because this is what a lot of people are experiencing. Anxious and stressed, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel anxious and stressed and struggling with a lot of challenges in my life right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I know that I'm okay, right here, right now. Even though I feel anxious and stressed, seem to have a lot of mind chatter, worries and concerns, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I know that I'm okay. I forgive myself for any negative self-talk. And I bring myself back into a good frame of mind, into my present moment, breathe into my heart, and choose to have a really great day. Inside of the eye, I feel so anxious and stressed. Side of the eye, I feel anxious and stressed. I feel anxious and stressed and worried about what challenges I may face. I feel anxious and stressed. But I'm acknowledging that now. I realise that those thoughts that I'm having are based on worries of the past. Oh, now we go under the arm, which you can pat or tap. I feel anxious and stressed, but I realise that I am able to let go of this now and allow it to move through me with ease. Top of the head, these are thoughts, programmed thoughts. And I'm now aware that they're there. And this makes me feel good because now I can do something about it. I allow myself to be present right here, right now. I'm being kind to myself because I realise that these are old thoughts, negative patterns of behaviour that are affecting me now. And that I can choose to let them go. I acknowledge what I'm feeling right now. I acknowledge that feeling of anxiety or that feeling of stress. And I choose to release these feelings because I know that I have everything that I need. And I've already overcome so much in my life. That I can let these thoughts, patterns, and behaviors go now. Just take a big deep breath. While you're there, check in with your body, check in with yourself. Notice a feeling of calmness coming over you now. Just acknowledging what you've been feeling. Awesome, well done. And then we're going to go back to the inside of the eye. Again, you can use two or three fingers here until we get, and you can use two hands actually on any place in these tapping points. You can use two hands as well. I choose to release these thoughts and behaviors now. Anything that is no longer serving me. Under the eye, I forgive myself for repeating these patterns of behavior or paying attention to these thoughts that are not helpful for me. I choose to release this now. And remember that I am awesome. And that I have everything I need in this moment, right here, right now. I choose to feel calm. In every breath in, I feel more and more calm and release move through my body. As I breathe out, I release anything that is being held in my body, mind, and heart. And I choose to remember my awesomeness because I am awesome. I am confident and capable. I am calm and relaxed. I'm bloody fantastic. And I'm aware of these feelings that come up for me to acknowledge. Anything that is coming up from the past is coming up for me to see and acknowledge so that I can release it, and I choose to do this now. I forgive myself and anyone else who may have caused me to think or feel a certain way. Where I may have been invalidated or felt uncomfortable, abused, neglected. These are all normal feelings. But I choose to release them now. Because right in this moment, I'm owning my awesomeness. I am worthy. I am valuable. Breathe that in now. I am valuable in every breath. Breathe that in right down to your belly and know it and own it. I am valuable. Breathe out. I am worthy. I am always worthy. I am enough, just as I am. in all my perfect messiness. And I choose to have a great day and notice me. Notice how I'm feeling. Celebrating that I'm taking the time to learn this practice and acknowledge me. I pay attention to my body's signals. I am enough, just as I am, right here, right now. I am safe, I am loved, and all is well in my world. And take a big deep breath again. You may notice that you might have feelings or emotions that come up for you as you're doing this practice. You may yawn. You may feel that emotion. You may cry. Crying is a release. Yawning is a release. Any of these things that you feel are perfect. And as I've said in the previous days, there is no right or wrong. This is what you make this practice your own. And when we do something consistently, just like those thoughts become a program, those negative thoughts and programming over probably years, when we do a practice for 21 days minimum, that starts to shift and change what it is that we're feeling and experiencing in that moment. And it starts to shift and change your life and how you feel about you and how you are able to move through your day and respond rather than react to others or situations and circumstances that arise in your life. And you are awesome. Congratulate yourself today. Celebrate yourself today for taking the time to be kind to you, and go and radiate that beautiful light. Have a great day. I'm sending you huge hugs. Comment and let me know how this is supporting you, if it is. Notice any changes that you're having, and you can go back into the to day one if you want to, or just carry on. I'm going to be here every day until the 18th of May with you to make this practice the 21 days. So if you're only joining now, you can either go back or start from here, and by the end of the 21 days you will know the practice, you will know how to do it anyway. So well done for joining. You are all awesome. Looks like there's loads of people on today, which is really, really brilliant. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Have a great day. Go and shine bright, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Huge hugs.